Hey everybody, it's me, Remy, the comic book poser, and I'm here today to welcome you to Enter the Poserverse. I got something today from a good friend, also a Kansan, and we work in the same school district. So to find out what exactly is in the boxless Berk box, you'll have to check it out after this. Okay, so I have gotten to know Berkfamily 54 comics over the last couple of months. It took us a hot minute once we figured out we were both in Kansas, that we both teach in the same school district, 10 minutes apart from each other, and it actually is closer for us to drive from our house to the place where the other person works and vice versa. Like, we cross paths in the middle of the morning to end up at our respective schools. So I knew that I won his Berk box as a family tier member for last month, and he knew that I had a little something for him. So if you want to see what I A-okayed to Berk, you can check out the video that, if I remember to put in a tag here at the top, I'll do it. If not, I'll link it down in the description below. So I know one of the things that's in here that he just had a Berkfamily 54 exclusive done through the 616 comics for, I think it was Mighty Morphin number 4. So I'll show that one off because the art looks really, really cool. And then everything else in here is a true mystery to me, right? That he puts this together and does a end of the month raffle for people who are supporters of different tiers. So we'll go from here up. So boom. All right, we got Power Rangers number 1. I don't think I have this cover, that I want to say that this was one of the ratio variants for number 1. Nope, it's the 616, yeah. 616 retailer variant, or 616 and Simple Man's variant for number 1. I didn't pick that one up when it came out just because I didn't have the cash at the time. That I got, I think, all 3 of the sets of variants from Draken New Dawn when those books came out, and they're all fantastic. And one of the reasons why I'm a Patreon supporter of both Simple Man's and the 616 is because they do fire books, and it makes it kind of the money I spend on the Patreon versus the discount that I get and the boxes that I get will cancel out for anything that I spend. So it's good to support 2 retailers who do ridiculous numbers of variants for indie comics, and it's very exciting. Boom. And she's upside down. This is the Berkfamily 54 variant to Mighty Morphin number 4, and you can see right down there in the corner you get the 616, the Joel Azar Collectibles logo, and then there's my guy Berk's logo. So it was pretty cool to be able to support, you know, a fellow Kansan, a fellow comic book fan, a fellow member who works in the same school district, even though we're at rival high schools. And it's cool to get a book from somebody, or, you know, somebody who got their name as the one of the exclusive forces behind it, because, you know, Berk is the reason that I am reading Mighty Morphin and Power Rangers, that it's cool to get that from him. Oh, that's Gwenem vs. Carnage number 1. That's one of the variants. I think that's ridiculously amazing. The only other one that I've seen from this that I really like was the red variant with some negative space that has Gwenem and Carnage. This has been a ridiculously fun read, and it's fun to get a Marvel book in the Berk box because I know Berk reads like 6 things, and most of them are DC, Power Rangers, and Turtles. Oh, there we go. That's the Peach Momoko cover for Mighty Morphin number 1. I don't think I have this one. I know I have the foil local comic shop day variant of this book that I saw that and was like, yeah, I like that. And there aren't very many people who pull Power Rangers in my shop. Yeah, so the Peach Momoko variant. So that's nice to go with it. And again, I'm not the biggest Peach Momoko fan in the world, but I do think she's done a good job on a couple of books. So, like I said, it's nice to pick up some of the covers by chance from some of the books that I'm reading on the normal anyway. And then there's the Power Ranger, or the Mighty Morphin. The Mighty Morphin, I also don't have this cover in the non-foil version because there was also a free, or a local comic shop day variant of this book as well. And this is Montez on the art. So I'm rounding out a good number of my Power Rangers #1 covers. Here's the next one. Oh, Die 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 #1. So this is something that I pulled into the second arc and hadn't just had the time to go check out the first one. So I'm intrigued to kind of pick this one up, that this is, I like Kirkman in terms of the things that I've read that aren't Walking Dead. So I'm excited to hop into that one. Yeah, I saw this one. It got spoiled by the background certificate, but this is the Hal Laren 616 variant. This is Knights of the Golden Sun #8. So in not just wearing my purple to show solidarity for Berk today, I'm wearing sleeves because it's cold in my basement. I think Berk's house has to be 1,000,000 degrees. But repping my purple Mad Cave shirt. So it's nice to pick that one up. I actually missed that one. I've got the Villainous ones, and then I pre-ordered the Nottingham ones because those look ridiculous. Those are amazing, and I think that book's going to be hot fire. Ooh, now this is Snake Eyes Dead Game. I think this is a #1, but I think this is one of the 616 variants that I'm 616 and Simple Man's. Oh, nope, it's G.I. Joe 275, but that's Hal Laren. But that's a cool cover. The Real American Hero series is something that I need to get more into, that I've been reading the Elseworlds G.I. Joe that was out, and then reading a couple of issues of Dead Game, and then I'm going to pick up the rest in trade just because I don't have the time to read that. So this is something, ironically, I just ordered from the 616. This is the Justine Franny variant of Jenica 2 #1. So I think that's kind of cool, especially in terms of like the little minifigs playing on the table. That's a fun cover. We got 2 more. Batcat Book 1. I actually enjoyed #1. #2 was also pretty good. I like the idea of her playing the long con against the Joker. I haven't read #3 yet. That came out and it just fell to the stack, and I ran out of time to read because I had a bunch of random crap to do for school over the weekend. So here comes the last book. That's the Batcat #1 variant. It's a retailer exclusive. I think I know where this book came from because Berk and I are both Patreons of the 616, and I think this came from the box because it's the Bird City Comics exclusive variant. It's Scott Williams and Jim Lee, but it's still a pretty cool cover. That's awesome. So that's what you get. Berk does all kinds of awesome stuff over on his channel. You can watch his reactions to things like WandaVision, right, that he'll host live watch parties. His Thursday night chat is absolutely wild to check out. He goes live throughout the week. He does some of the best investment research that I've seen in terms of books that grow over time, and he focuses on books that are attainable in this moment, which is good for an entry-level collector like me. But I very much appreciate the box. I'm not just blowing smoke because he's a fellow Kansan and we work together. Steve is actually a fairly good, genuine guy, although I really feel like more people need to join Berk's channel membership so he can afford more shirts with sleeves. So you should do that. Go throw my boy $1.99 because he'll get like 8 cents from YouTube. And every 8 cents you give to a Steve Berkland every month, soon his tank tops will grow more sleeves and then he won't freeze to death in Kansas. So that's what I got. Let me know what you think about the Berk box down in the comments below. And as always, thanks for stopping by. Have a good one.